normalcy, a great legal mind. He's the author of the forthcoming book, Witch Hunt, the story of the greatest mass delusion in American political history. It's available for pre-order right now. You see him on Fox News all the time, and he joins us on our guest line to try to help us connect the dots a little bit. Hey, Greg, how's it been?
Mike, I'm great. Good to be with you as always.
Oh, I so appreciate you joining us because we need. I need a professor here with a pointer who can kind of connect some of these dots because I'm trying to understand if the Democrats really want to go down this path about Ukraine. Joe Biden's got some to quote Desi from Lucy and Desi. He's got some splaining to do, Greg.
Well, because Biden is seen on videotape bragging about an attempted extortion of Ukraine. He says essentially, I told them they had 6 hours to fire the prosecutor, or I'll withhold $1 billion in American aid. Now, the prosecutor was investigating Biden's son and his gas company, Ukrainian gas company. So the news that Trump has asked Ukraine to investigate alleged corruption involving Biden and others should come as no surprise to anybody paying attention. My goodness, the president was on Fox News 5 months ago, April 25th, openly talking about Ukrainian corruption, meddling in the 2000 election, Clinton, the DNC, and others. And his lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, for months has been talking about Biden's Ukrainian corruption. So, this is no secret. Trump's talked about it. So if he has a telephone call with Ukraine's president repeating the same thing, this is hardly an abuse of power, Mike.
Greg, it makes me a little bit crazy when I hear people say to me, there's no deep state. There's no covert effort to take Trump down from within. Here we go again with another leaker. I mean, I know the favored phrase is whistleblower. Can you help us understand the role of an alleged whistleblower within the Trump administration?
Well, the individual who filed the complaint is not a whistleblower under the law. You can't blow the whistle on the President of the United States. My grief and problem with the media is they never actually look up the law they cite. If you look up the whistleblower law, it's very specific. The complainant has to be complaining about conduct in the intelligence community. The president's not a member of the intelligence community. In our constitutional government, he is a unitary executive. The intelligence community and all departments and agencies report to the president. So you fundamentally cannot blow the whistle on the president of the United States. And this, Mike, is why the DNI took a look at this, as well as the legal counsel, as well as the Department of Justice. And they said, wait a minute, this guy's not a whistleblower. And we're not going to give this complaint to Congress under the whistleblower regulations.
Yeah, but that doesn't slow them down for calling for the president's impeachment over this. I mean, this is what's so stunning. This anonymous person, and this is what we do know, evidently, has no direct knowledge of the call that the president had. The concerns came from information that was not, quote, obtained during the course of their work, unquote. I mean, Greg, this thing stinks like last week's garbage.
Well, this is going to blow up in the faces of the mainstream media and Democrats like an exploding cigar.
Yeah.
And, all of these things have turned out that way as well. But, it doesn't stop the malignant forces. People refer to it deep state. No, I refer to them as a malignant force of unelected, inferior officers who hide in the shadows and try to undermine the rule of law and the democratic process.
And are truly, and may I add, are truly enraged that Trump won in 2016. I mean, that's the thing that scares me. The anger they have, the vitriol in their hearts. I mean, forget normalcy or the law and all the stuff you point out on a daily basis. Throw that out the window. We got to stop this guy. That's their mindset, Greg.
Oh, it totally is, and that's the thesis of my new book, Witch Hunt. Again, it comes out in a couple of weeks, and it is Mike, a deep dive. It's 500 pages long, 1,500 footnotes, so it's well sourced and researched. It's a deep dive into
Yeah.
this corruption of the malignant force to try to overthrow the president of the United States.
Yeah, I can't wait to get it. Everybody needs to get their hands on it. Witch Hunt is available now for pre-sale. It's going to be out in a couple of weeks. You want to get on board now, and it's sure to be a huge bestseller. Gregg Jarrett, thanks for fighting the good fight. We need your voice. We need your clarity more than ever, and I'm always grateful for the time you could have for us here on the Mike Gallagher Show.
My pleasure, Mike. Thanks so much.
Take care. All the best. Gregg Jarrett, whistleblower, that doesn't even fit the definition of whistleblower. And